Welcome to another Brampton Focus webisode. My name is Michael A. Charbon. When you talk about the topic of autism, did you know that 1 in 68 children are currently diagnosed with the autism spectrum disorder? Now that sounds long, but it truly is something to consider. Autism now is actually the fastest growing and most commonly diagnosed neurological disorder in Canada, and it's caused by a combination of genetic and environmental influences. Autism occurs in all races, all ethnicities, all socioeconomic groups, and is a lifelong disorder where early intervention can make a really big help. Now, a difference like that, you want to get funding. You want to talk more about autism. Well, we've got two guests here today. First of all, the presenter and founder of Under the Big Top, Ms. Paula Stamp, and beside her is Carrie Habert. Carrie is the Director of Marketing for Autism Speaks. I'm going to go to you first, Paula, because you really are the cheerleader. You are the poster child, the lady at the front of the parade with Under the Big Top. You have such a wonderful event. It's the 6th year that you're doing this. It's happening on November 17th. And it really is, it speaks to your work and the community coming together to help fight and support autism.
Well, thank you for such a lovely introduction. I couldn't have written that myself. Yeah, Under the Big Top is a little gala that we started 6 years ago that we have in dedication of my son, who is 11. His name is CJ, and he's on the autism spectrum. And we started our little team, CJ, in order to participate and support Autism Speaks Canada, which is our charity of choice. So proceeds of this great fun evening, they go to Autism Speaks Canada, and to date we've raised definitely over $500,000 to net to them. We have, I think we're up to like 650 people now. Yourself, you've been included in those events.
I've been fortunate enough. And you talk about a classy event. It's held at the Liberty Grand, which is a beautiful facility. I mean, it truly is a testament to the people who want to help and your level of entertainment and the people that go to it. I mean, it really is a fantastic array of people who all have the same focus, and that's to help autism.
Oh, absolutely. We definitely I'm in the legal business. We get a lot of people come out in the legal community in support of the event, also the medical legal community. We've had some notable guests in the past. We have had many times Mayor Tory come, who's a huge ambassador for the autism community. And in recent years, we've been very lucky to get Chief Saunders on board, who's come with his family in support of our event.
Well, there you are on the right with Calvin Barry, yourself, and there's CJ.
Yeah.
And that is very much Paula Stamp on the other side with the man with the flame. You do have, throughout the year, you definitely make a statement to help remind us that we have to keep autism in the front of our pocketbooks for donations.
Yeah. Well, the guy with the flames, that would be the fire guy, appropriately named, and he's a fantastic coordinator of talent. He coordinates all of our Under the Big Top circus-themed talent for our event, and he'll be back again this year.
Carrie, when you talk about an event like this, which raises awareness, but more importantly raises funds, autism now is in the forefront of a lot of our news. We're talking about the politics of funding that and who, what, where, when, and why. Where do we stand right now on behalf of Autism Speaks Canada? How far are we coming along funding-wise, and where do we need to go?
Well, I mean, yes, absolutely, autism is more in the news than it's ever been before, and we are very proud of what we've been able to do to date. We've been able to fund in Canada, with Canadian funds, over $7 million in scientific research, and that's something to be really proud of. And we've also been able to put over $4 million towards support services right here, Brampton and in Ontario, and also across Canada.
When you look at the statistics of 1 in 68 children are affected by the autism spectrum, I mean, that's huge when you look at the massive population. What are some of the things that you're in desperate need of as far as Autism Canada is concerned?
You know, we need to, what's unique about autism is that you meet one person with autism and you've met one person with autism. So the needs are so vast because it is a spectrum. By saying that, you mean it's such a unique, it's like a fingerprint. It's like every individual's needs are vastly different.
Yes.
And their age and stage, you know, you have autism for your entire life. So we need to make sure that, you know, we have everything accessible from diagnosis to intervention to ensuring that there are employment opportunities for young adults and adults to working on making sure that there are living opportunities for independent living and making sure that parents who have children with autism feel that there will be somebody and some resource that can look after and help with their loved ones after they're gone.
And with the autism spectrum so wide and touching so many bases, at least now with the word getting out and information getting out, there's less of a stigma, as one would say, or hesitancy to be able to evaluate if your child has autism. Is that fair?
Absolutely. And I think with more awareness means that more people are asking the right questions. Right. So we are moving towards an earlier diagnosis, which is critical,
huge for this.
Very important. And it also means that, with more awareness, there will be more inclusion. So, we want to make sure there's genuine inclusion, that we're always considering the entire community when we're working on programming and planning and going to the movie and simple things like a visit with Santa. So, we think that being aware is the first step to making sure there's inclusion.
And I would hope that the public too understands that sometimes outbursts and emotional reactions, etc., is not some crazy kid. It's that we all can understand that there are things that you can't control. And I mean, Paula, I've seen how wonderful you are with CJ. CJ is an engaging young individual. He's a happy kid. As he grows, there's new challenges and new things that you see every day. Is there one thing that comes to light that can give us a positive twist to what's happening?
Well, one of the things is that I try to keep the crazy kid posts off of Facebook. We don't post those ones. We take 10 pictures and post the best. No, one thing that comes to mind is just the treatment and the therapy, and that's the one big thing, that get in there, get an early diagnosis. CJ was diagnosed at 18 months, and he's been in therapy probably at 19 months. As soon as we found out if it was going to be autism or whether it's not, we treated it as if it was going to be. And unfortunately, there's not as many government resources out there that should be. So, we funded our own therapy, and we got him a lot of help. And that's what I accredit CJ to being in a mainstream grade 6 classroom and being able to keep up with all those mainstream kids, is the value of the amount of therapy that you put into it. And unfortunately, many of those resources are definitely out of the reach of many.
It's events like Under the Big Top being the 6th time, and of course Autism Helps Canada, Autism Speaks Canada, I'm sorry. And again, identify that the small puzzle piece here is indicative to know that someone who supports it and someone acknowledges it's something you should think about. Paula, just give you a little moment here at the end to encourage people to come and attend. How can they get in touch with you for Under the Big Top?
Well, we have a wonderful website, autismgala.com, and our event is on Thursday, November the 17th at the Liberty Grand in Toronto. It's our 6th annual, and tickets are on sale through the website, autismgala.com.
And we encourage companies and people to support this because it's a worthwhile cause.
Oh, absolutely. Come out.
It's a great evening.
Yeah, we have some great... well, depending on your political stripes, if you would think they were great or not. We have some wonderful politicians in attendance.
True. I will say there's been a
Patrick Brown is one of our big supporters. He's the current leader of the Conservatives. We also have Mike Lake coming. He's a wonderful keynote speaker who is not coming as a politician. He's coming as a father in the autism community. He speaks lovingly about his challenges with his son Jaden, and he's a big ambassador with Autism Speaks Canada and also the autism community in general.
Fabulous. Paula Stamp, presenter and founder of Under the Big Top, November 17th at the Liberty Grand. Definitely someplace that you want to go. Also, thank you to Carrie Herbert, who's Director of Marketing for Autism Speaks Canada. Ladies, thank you very much. All the best of luck with Under the Big Top.
Thank you.
You've been watching a webisode for Brampton Focus. If you have an idea or an event that's coming up that you want to publicize and you want to promote, please contact us at bramptonfocus.ca. My name is Michael A. Charbon. Thanks for watching. We'll speak to you again soon.